лучше не было давно. Я пробиваю потолок и убила, было и приплыло, накрыло и раскрыло. Не было и было, было и...
Strain Damage family, welcome
What's
to
up?
another episode of the Strain Damage podcast. This is what?
Your brain on buds.
It's your brain on buds, maybe some other stuff, but most importantly buds.
That's
Thanks very much. As you all know, Strain Damage is at the intersection of the cannabis and the entertainment industries, and one of the biggest attractions of entertainment industry coming up has been MMA. And what y'all didn't know is that here in Albuquerque, we have a huge MMA community, and some of them 420 blaze it. And we got one of them in here in the building today, Lisa the Boss Melendez. What's going on?
Hello, hello. Chilling, guys. Keeping it green, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh
Yes.
shit. Okay, so you also a rapper. Okay, we're gonna have to
Oh, you're
have
so funny.
No, you, DBG, and Scuzz freestyle after the shit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. Thank you for joining us. So you're the reason I was also excited to get you on the show is you are not only an MMA fighter, but you were sponsored by Couch Lock Concentrates,
Yes, sir.
one of the top brands in Central New Mexico.
I know what you're talking about. They're the top. They're not one of the top. They're the top. They're the top.
They're the top.
The top dog.
You don't want to fight me over this.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Shout out Couch Lock.
That's it. What's up, guys?
Shout out Couch Lock. We got a little Couch Athu here.
We got a bunch of
That's
little
right.
Couch Lock flavors going on.
Yeah.
I had to bring the gummy bears. You
Oh,
know, I like
shit.
it sweet.
I'm excited to dab that
That's
shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
I've personally enjoyed Hooch the most. I've done these two, peanut butter cherry
That
pie.
ice cream cake go crazy though.
No, the ice cream cake was
Ice
great.
cream cake's
Yeah.
valid.
GMO is like really good for going to sleep. Like the main reason I consume cannabis is or at least started was insomnia. From being a tech guy looking at a computer screen too much. So like I personally like GMO, but that's cool. So let's explore the origins of Lisa the Boss.
Alright.
Yeah. So are you originally from Albuquerque, correct?
Las Cruces actually. I'm a small town girl.
Okay, small town, have the farm.
I didn't ride a tractor, but I was around plenty of farms, smoking it up, you know.
Okay, for sure. Okay, all right. So cannabis was present since the early days.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cannabis has always been part of my workout regime. You know, even as far as like high school, I'd always smoke some cannabis before I did any cardio or weightlifting. Ironically, I actually found out that, you know, this is later on in my life, is that I found out that cannabis dilates your bronchioles, so it actually gives your bronchioles a good stretch before you go out and, you know, expand your lungs. Yeah, so
it's
you
good
know,
for you.
I'm just
Yeah,
let me set this down for a second. There's a lot of people who watch me and they think that, you know, the smoking might affect my cardio, but it affects it in a very positive way, and I want you all to know that.
Hey,
It affects it in a positive way.
Get your lungs right if you want that cardio right. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
you know.
You gotta get that pumping. You gotta be able to breathe, man. You know what I mean?
Expand your lungs.
You gotta apply. I mean, like cardio for sure, but for me, like I'm thinking different sports. I played soccer, absolutely. Fuck yeah, I'm running up both ends of the pitch.
Soccer always looked
Scoring.
hard. It looked like too much.
But tennis, I gotta smoke the right strain when I play tennis, because I remember I played a match in high school and I smoked Granddaddy Perk before the match.
How was it?
I was slow as shit, and I lost the first set. I was in danger of losing the second, but fortunately, I had a homie who came by to see me play it and was like, "Yo, I got this energy drink, bro." Like this guy didn't know shit about tennis, and he could tell I was even getting cooked.
Yeah.
But then I turned it back on and beat that motherfucker.
There you go. So you know what? I was just discussing.
But it was like that strain though. That like I did the wrong strain is what I'm saying there.
Gotcha. So I was just having a discussion yesterday, and what we were talking about is how well you're able to react when you're calm. So when it comes like down to sports, you know, if you're uptight, you know, you're in a high stress situation, you have a hard time perceiving and actually processing what's going on in front of your eyes. So cannabis really helps me slow things down when things are going really fast. When things are coming at me really fast, I'm able to calm down and assess the situation as it's happening versus being in a really heightened state.
I
definitely agree.
Yeah,
especially when it comes to something like having a dodge getting hit, you know what I mean? It's something where I feel like it's even like sports in general, like baseball. I remember I would never be able to hit the baseball because I was anticipating it too much. Like I was just like over there trying to hit the ball, and my grandpa's like, just do it. You let your hips sway, you know what I mean? And just do it. Don't think about it so hard. And I cranked it, boom. And I was like, you're right. I was sitting there thinking about it too much, and I'm like, once you calm down, you know what I mean? And you're just like, I'm gonna just focus and I'm cranking this, you know what I mean? You get that little.
That's where you generate power, the hips, for so many different sports.
So obviously cannabis has been around, you said, since a younger age. When do you say is the first time you actually smoked?
Oh shit, I was like 13 years old. I welcomed my teen years with the green. Yeah, that's right. And you know, that's actually the first time I started realizing that, you know, it helped me out with my lifting. You know, I wasn't really a big cardio fan growing up, you know what I mean? Like, mostly because, like, I thought that, you know, if I smoked, I didn't really want to run. But it didn't stop me from lifting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, with cannabis, I feel like sometimes, like, because it helps with pain, that when I'm lifting, I don't really register the pain, so I'm able to lift longer and stronger, you know? And then also, like, going back to, you know, the fact that, you know, it helps relax you, there's certain things that, you know, do intimidate me sometimes that, you know, when I'm on cannabis, like, it helps me. For instance, like a high box jump. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever been, like, you know, over to the gym and you're like, you know, I feel a little squirrely, I'm gonna try the big box, right? Yeah. But you rethink it. You go to your car, you smoke a joint, and you think some more about it. Then you go back and you know, I think I can fucking do this shit. But had I not gone out to smoke that joint, I would have rethought maybe the small box. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Gotta get that motivation. That's what I say. I need that motivation.
And you know, another aspect that cannabis has really helped me with in contact sports is one of the things that one of my coaches always says is how you have to stay loose in combat. Yeah. When there's like a wreck, who are the people that survive?
The people who stay calm and get shit done.
Like the drunk ones. Yeah. You know, the drunk ones that are really, really loose. So like,
the ones that aren't tense.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly. So, you know, for me, smoking cannabis before, you know, any sparring or any fight, that's absolutely essential. You know I'm getting contacted. I know that, you know, that this is a high stress situation. I gotta make sure that, you know what, I'm calm, cool, collected, and should I get touched, it will absorb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Become elastic.
Gotta get a little puff break in here. So when did MMA or say any kind of competitive fighting?
Because you were lifting in high school.
When did you say you got into that?
Probably about like when I was about like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about like 5 years ago. I just started over at Jackson Wink MMA. Prior to that, I was over at Latrell Yee's. It was a family gym. And I was doing a lot of bag classes and stuff like that, but I didn't take any of the competition aspects very seriously. And I had a friend who went to Texas Tech, and what he told me was, you know, Lisa, I don't know about fighting, but I do know about sports. And if you're seriously going to take fighting, to the next level,
Yeah.
you need to go to Jackson Wink. So I went ahead and I made the switch over.
Shout out to them because those are big dogs in the MMA industry.
Yeah. They definitely they definitely changed the trajectory of my fighting. They turned it from a hobby into, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hell yeah. You always gotta have that kick-ass mentality too, you know what I mean? When it comes to it, it's like once you're locked in and like this is what I'm doing, you know what I mean? I'm a fighter. I feel like that's when it becomes something where it's like, I don't know, it's just like a different animal's unleashed almost. You know what I mean? Like once you're just like, oh, like this is, I could do this.
You're committed.
Yeah.
So you started about five years ago. So as you've gotten more into that space, you're fighting at the amateur level right now, correct? For Fight World?
Correct.
Yeah. So is cannabis in terms of like how you use it for sparring, for post recovery, and like decompression? Is this a Lisa thing, or is every MMA fighter out there 420 blazing it?
I would say about 80% of the fighters actually do use cannabis. Now there is maybe even 90. 90 might be a little bit more
90.
fair. You know what I mean? Like actually finding a fighter that doesn't smoke cannabis is kind of rare. But you do have those people
even the Dagestani motherfuckers, they're 420 blazing it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Khabib is secretly, actually no, Khabib's too dedicated to Islam, but I feel like some of the others definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you can't get away from it. It's New Mexico.
Yeah. So doing that, so you're not getting drug tested for any of these fights?
No.
Okay.
And so the way that works also is state by state. So commission, depending on like what the rules are for the commission on that state, depends on how they drug test. So here in New Mexico, they're more lenient. Somewhere like Texas, Texas has shut down a lot of my team. Yeah, a lot of them got suspended out there. Yeah, there's a couple of my teammates got, they're on probation.
I was scared even.
They gotta go fight Texas, come back all freaking on probation and shit. It's rough. Yeah, don't mess with Texas. Fuck.
They don't play, buddy. My mom, I remember she pulled out a blunt out there and I'm like, you know where we're at? I put that shit away.
No, I mean like cities in Texas, like I lived in Austin and Houston, and like both of those places are fine. They're down, both of those counties are decriminalized. Austin lets you carry up to 2 ounces, I think 4 in Houston actually. The big cities in Texas are the ones that like, they don't give a fuck. Like now in those places, all of them except for Dallas and El Paso, just because it's the fucking border. But Texas will move towards it. Like we've met some people in the industry that are kind of camping out. Like they're setting up shit in Sunland Park and like that area of New Mexico to like get ready for when that happens, and then they can just put their shit in El Paso and take over.
That's smart. Yeah, I know freaking Sunland Park is killing it right now.
The border
over like $1 million in sales a month or some shit like that.
These border shops are wild. That's why Cookies has basically monopolized the Oregon-Idaho border. I've recently found out. They've just set up a fuckload of shops in like these random eastern Oregon towns because Idaho is a felony.
Hey, remember, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Canyon Cap Zone, Splash Brothers. That's right.
No, for sure. Hydration is important in strain damage. That's why our office has this reverse osmosis UV light filter.
Oh, nice.
Also,
I'll have to check out some of your water.
Oh, hell yeah, definitely.
I'm on that Canyon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I haven't tried any reverse osmosis though.
Yeah, no, it's no different than like if you pop up at natural grocers or like Whole Foods, like the shit they have.
You guys even offered us, man.
Hey, you guys, this is the strain damage on this motherfucker.
I tried
water.
I tried a couple glasses.
Y'all know where this shit is, goddammit. even before tech, I used to be an environmental scientist, so I know how dog shit water quality is in New Mexico. Aside from like, you know,
say even on that hydration thing, is there a certain amount of water you like to drink?
Oh, gallon, just a gallon, like at least a gallon. Now as I get closer, as I get closer to like my fights, I actually drink more than a gallon, but I always have a gallon. This is actually like my baby bottle. My regular bottle is like twice as big.
Oh shit.
Yeah, these guns, they're actually from carrying water.
Yeah. Like not actually from lifting or fighting, but I just have these big ass
waters. Yes, that's right.
No, that's some like Karate Kid shit. Like,
yeah,
just,
you already know, it's true.
Shit.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Just picking up that shit. That's a movement right there.
You know, I gotta tell you, so like, you know, I got a new trading partner the other day. She's this tiny little Russian girl, you know, 108 pounds.
Sleeper.
She tells me she built up by a horse. I was like, some bitch, cause like, you know, I'm like 130. I got 18 fucking pounds, maybe more than 20 pounds on a little girl. She straight suplexed me, and you know what? She said it was by a horse. I was like, some bitch, yeah, just building up that way.
Horses are strong.
Aren't they?
Horses are just so heavy too. So I really believe it. Horses are like massive creatures.
She's operating at 1 horsepower.
She's operating at a few
Might as well. Shit.
Nah, them motherfuckers are crazy. I mean, like, even they show videos of Khabib as a kid wrestling bears.
Yeah, I seen that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So how many matches do you have under your belt, like professional, so amateur?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Yeah, I'm getting ready for my 3rd one in March. Yeah.
Heck yeah. How was your last fight?
It was good. I did get the decision. It was 29-28, really close. Could have gone either way, but I fought on her card, so.
Oh yeah, sick.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Thank you.
At least, hey, that's a war going out of the way. So big shout out for that. Big props. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people can't do that. You know what I mean? I was trying to do fighting for a while too, and I'm telling you, it looks a lot. Like a lot of people always be like, oh, I could do this, I could do that.
No,
bro, I'm telling you, after a few seconds of actually really going at it, like, and using all your adrenaline, like your arms start getting heavy.
It
cardio, all that stuff comes in. You know what I mean?
Like,
all that stuff comes into play for sure. Like cardio, you know what I mean? If you're, just all of it, everything comes into play. That's why I'm like, that's why I was running so much. I never liked running. I was like, damn, I always trying to get us to run. Every day be like, oh, we're running 2 miles, we're running a mile, we're running this, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh, I used to hate that part. And when it comes to the actual fight, I'm like, yeah.
Oh, so you fought?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How many fights have you had?
I've only had like 3.
Okay.
And the first one wasn't a good fight, but the 2 after that, it was such a learning curve that it was just like a whole different game. Like I felt like the first person I fought definitely beat me because I was just like, I don't know. It was something where I think I didn't take it as serious just because I would always box my whole life, you know what I mean? Just always boxing. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. But I'm like, it's different when someone is really like, just has that stamina, knows how to like sit there and wait and pick you out and see how you fight for a second, you know what I mean? And that's when I'm like, I didn't really know that. I thought you just go out there and try to hit someone as hard as you can and you're gonna win, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot more
it's not like that. Once you get jabbed a couple times after you missed a couple punches as hard as you could throw, your confidence goes a little down too. So you're like, damn, this ball actually could hit hard, so I need to like watch myself. And I'm over there trying to throw as hard as I could. And I'm like, it's not like that at all.
No.
Yeah, but that was just one, you know what I mean? The first one, the next 2, it was a whole different game. I got those just because my head was a little more, like, I realized I'm like, this isn't just something I'm gonna go in there and, like, you can't judge your opponent based off how they look either. That's something I learned.
Shit, you know what? Facts. That literally is what I learned this last one. This last one, you know what? Old girl looked like a freaking soccer mom, but she actually was not a soccer mom.
oh,
Yeah. So
She like the chick from Gone Girl.
she looked like a soccer mom, but overall was not a soccer mom. That was I took it a little lightly. I took it a little lightly. And so, honestly, like the biggest lesson I ever learned was, somebody should pick up a bum off the street, you take that shit so seriously. Because, you never fucking, yeah, it could be anything. Everybody has a puncher's chance.
And that's literally one thing too about fighting. It really takes one hit. And that's why it's just like, even my grandpa would always train me. And he was Golden Gloves in San Francisco, California.
Yeah.
So he knows how to box. But the thing is, he would make sure I always kept my hands up. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
And he would hit me, I would get smacked pretty hard, you know what I mean? And I'm like, he'd tell me that's
You're a boxer.
That's what it is. He's like, you put your hands down, you're getting smacked. He's like, you're getting hit, you know what I mean? So I'd rather me show you than you go over there and get your ass whooped again. Even the first time, that's how I knew I wasn't taking it serious, because he didn't want to, he's like, I ain't going to train you like that. You ain't taking it serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do your thing, we'll see, since you think you got it figured out. And I'm like, I don't know how to fight, because I done fought with my friends and shit, thinking people that don't know how to fight. And he's like, some of these boys been training since they were little kids. I don't think you realize, they've really been doing this for a long time. You know what I mean? Perfecting it, getting their craft. Sure enough. Tall, skinny kids, tall, skinny black kid. I was like, nah, I got him. You know what I mean? He even had a funny stance. He stands down like that. I could not hit him. I'm telling you, bro. It was so impossible to hit this guy. He was just so oh my God. That length too. I'm like, I didn't realize that really is a big thing, because by the time I'm in this, stepping in, you're already hitting me with a jab. Bing, bing, just keeping that distance.
You didn't take your head to the side?
Yeah, I did a little bit, but the thing was, I was just so I'd never been hit like that. You know what I mean? I thought I was hot shit, and I'm just oh, I'm gonna go in here and beat him up. And then I'm gonna get thrown like that, because I always would like to do that. And then try to throw it as hard as I could, and he was straight down. Bing, hit me every time just countering the fuck out of me. That's what it was. He was just countering me. Every time I'd throw something, he'd slip it, beep, beep, and I was just oh my goodness. Bruh, I was not ready for it.
Shit.
The next people, I felt bad though, because I took it so serious. I was not ever gonna underestimate no one again. I was just so determined. I was literally I would not drop my hands. I remember the second fight, my grandpa was laughing, because he was yeah, it looked like your hands were glued right here.
Oh,
you were just
you're I'm not gonna get hit that shit.
Yeah.
High guard and shit.
Bro, I was so mad, and it was funny, because you even see, I was literally how you were saying, you didn't move your head. I was literally just
I don't know your fucking head.
just slipping over, bro, just cracking them. My grandpa's all, see, he's all, I told you, just listen to me. And it was hips. I remember he used to always make me, he's all, it's dancing, baseball, he's all hips.
Yeah.
He's all, you gotta have that,
And show me how you do it. Show me how you do your hips. I want to see.
I probably could.
I want to see. I want to see how you do it. Please,
Let's go.
Hey, my pants are
It's okay. It's okay. I don't care.
The Glock.
Let's see.
It's hard with these pants, but literally, I would always just this. This is how I'd always fight. Bro, I remember Conor McGregor. I fucked with Conor McGregor so much. I used to always try to stand like that, and it's hard because these are tight. But you know what I mean? Literally, I used to always try to stand like that, and I used to try to keep people in my foot range. So it's just, I don't know.
Trust your arm length.
So show me how you throw the punch. That's what I want to see. And show me how you did it. Okay. Because
it's different too, because I can't move in these motherfuckers. And it was just it was something where for sure you gotta really take shit serious. You know what I mean? You gotta be ready. You gotta realize I'm gonna knock the fuck out right now. It takes one hit. My grandpa used to daze the shit out of me when I dropped my hands. Dink! And I was like, nah. I remember too though, I got cocky and I had I knew he was gonna do it, because I'm every time I drop my hand, he goes like that and just throws a quick ass hook. and I'm gonna do it just so I know he's gonna do it. I'm gonna dodge it and try to hit him right in the gut. And I remember I did it, and he fell, and he hopped up, and I thought he was about to beat the shit out of me, and he's all, "That's how you hit, boy."
Oh.
And he's like, "Boy, that's how you hit." And I was just like, I don't know, it's just like different once you get that sway with it. He used to like literally stand there and just like put his hand like this and just close his fist, and he would like do his little like baseball. That's the best way to describe it, like that little hit work. And he would literally punch my shit back so far, just literally just a little inch punch. And he's all, that's literally, you would have to see with him, because he really do that shit for real. You feel me?
Yeah.
I was a little kid doing it, and it's a whole different ball.
You got fight videos?
So it's a huge respect. My grandma probably do, honestly. That boy was on it.
Yeah.
He wanted me to be locked in doing something, some kind of sports. He was always like, if you want to do that, at least play this. At least do this. Play an instrument then. Like, always trying to get me to do something productive. For sure. Like, gotta stay on it. But even, what do you say was your motivation to like make you like want to fight?
And shoot, just seeing it. I saw Claudia Gadella come in one day over at Latrelli's, and yeah, she was just like fucking everybody up, and I was like, I sized her up, and I was like, I think I want to do this, and you know, talked to the owner, asked him what I had to do, made a little list, and started checking it off.
Shit.
Mhm.
Started making like a list of like what you want to do.
So I asked him, I was like, you know, what is it that I got to do what she does?
Yeah.
He's, well, you need your boxing, you need your kickboxing, you need your Muay Thai, you need your wrestling, you need your ground and pound, you need your jiu-jitsu, you need your strength and conditioning, you need your cardio. He said, and all those have to be around an hour. That's a full-time job. And I was like, okay, well, if that's my list, is there anything else? He's like, you need a mouthpiece. And I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get that. This was actually Latrelli's. And so I started out there. But like as I mentioned, when I decided to take competition seriously, I went over to Jackson Wink. But Claudia Gadella, she was doing part of her camp over at Latrelli's at the time. So she's what inspired me to do it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, she's a motherfucking dog in the game. I ain't gonna lie. That was like, and I'm pretty sure, didn't she have an episode, like a season of The Ultimate Fighter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yo, she's a dog.
Yeah.
I told that I'm gonna.
I gotta get my shit in the dog too.
So when you started smoking cannabis, you were mainly smoking flower, but fast forward to now, we out here sponsored by Couch Law Concentrates. When did you kind of make the switch over to rosin, or I guess get more interested in concentrates?
Well, you know, I really like to get really high, you know, and then like I didn't really know much about it. I just smoked a lot of products, right?
Yeah.
And then I found a friend who actually made rosin, and I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is like really nice, right? I was like, this is really, really nice.
Something with is just so different.
Yeah, and I just absolutely fell in love with rosin. The first time I tasted rosin, I loved rosin, and I wanted more of it. And so I started checking out other rosin, mostly from California and stuff. And then I found out that, like, you know, that they were making rosin here. And I wasn't really, I'll be honest with you, I was not happy with the rosin here. The first rosin I ever tried was from Neurohash. It was like, I'm glad that wasn't the first time I ever tried rosin, because it may have been the last time I tried rosin. It was trash. Yeah, so I stopped smoking rosin from New Mexico. I was all like, because I figured that, you know, all the products were kind of
Is
like
it Narrow the one that has like some crazy ass packaging too?
They have good packaging.
It looks like
but-
so insane though.
So now check this out. So we'll fast forward, right?
Yeah.
You know, I was just smoking like, you know, California rosin because it tasted so wonderful and amazing, right?
Yeah. You wanted the good shit.
And then I went to Galileo Cannabis. We can go ahead and shout that out. Galileo
Shout out
Galileo
Hey,
Cannabis.
that stuff changed a lot of. Ooh. Oh
Yeah, so I went over to like Galileo Cannabis, right? And I went over there and I saw some beautiful packaging. It looked like, you know, some California packaging.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? Halt, stop, pause. I want it, right?
Yeah.
And so that's when I first got familiar with Couch Lock, and I absolutely loved it. It was their Oreo pie. I remember that day because it was such a wonderful experience. And then, well, I connected with them and we started working together on sponsorships. And so they're on my sponsorship for this upcoming fight. You'll be seeing Couch Locked back in it, yes.
Yeah, no, I've told them like we want to do a couch at you animated series at some point, like
Yes.
turn that like Adult Swim cartoon type shit. So what do we have here? We got the dummy bears, and then little purple guy in the corner.
Yeah, they did a really good job with the packaging on this one. So what we have here is we have gummy bears and we have purple juice. And I wanted to bring these two because like I'm a sweet flavor type person. Like I'm a sweet turd, you know what I mean? What, do you want to try some? Let's get it. Yeah, I want to. Dabs. Cool.
The dab assassin.
So question, do you feel like with your punches, like, because like with me and my punches, like sometimes like my punches, it depends on what kind of punch I'm going to do. Like if I'm going to do like a short cross or a long cross or like a power cross. Like, you know, I don't always toss my hip, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes like I'll bring my foot off to the side, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a little bit taller.
Always tell me, like, I don't know, that's one thing he would always be like, it's like pivot, you know what I mean? He would always get mad when I would lift my foot up, I know, but it's all about like stance too, you know what I mean? Like if you have a position where you're just like, I'm gonna crack him and be able to get back to where I can stand.
Show me your show you mine.
Let's go.
So if you're throwing across, right? I'm throwing across. We're both throwing across. What would that look like?
So
Show me yours and
I know the best thing that I would always do is wait, and we would always practice this, where we would go over, and he would be like hit, like right when I go over, just boom.
Yeah.
And it would be like I don't know, it's.
How do you do it? Cause like when I do it like that.
Like
Yeah.
watch.
I like it. I go like that.
Yeah, that's that fire. That's that UFC shit though. Cause I know what you're talking about. That like.
Yeah. I'll go.
Yeah.
Off to the side.
Nah, that shit
but
fire.
like depending on like my cross, sometimes my cross is like real short with it, but then other times my cross is long, you know, so like depending on like whether it's like short, I won't toss my hip over.
Yeah.
But if my shit's more long, I'll toss it all the way.
And two, the main thing is like even it's about when you hit that connection. If you just like make sure you push through. That's one thing he would always tell me. He'd be like, make sure when you hit, you're not making contact, you're pushing through the contact. You know what I mean? Like you crush. That's what he'd always tell me every time you punch. Crush. You know what I mean? Just like you extend it all the way. Alright.
I'll show you mine now. I'll show you mine.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Straight to the gut.
Your foot movement is very good too. Do you like to? Do you know how to like kick as well? You throw kicks or you
So
more?
yeah, I love to kick, and like speaking about tossing things over. One of the things I love to toss is my head. You know what I'm saying? Cause like whenever I kick, like I'll go push your leg out. Like I'll go ahead and boom, toss the leg over, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to like keep it up, but I'll like straight up, bam, put the whole body in that shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do too. Cause even I know with kicking, as long you always lead with your knee, of course, right?
Yeah, good.
Cause if you miss, worst comes to worst, you're still gonna get that knee out. So that's I can't do shit in these.
Oh, is it the jeans?
Yeah.
I got it.
Kasumi. Y'all don't need to mess with the big boy, man. Get a husky and shit.
That's why you gotta do the Adidas tracksuit.
You know what? You're like the most athletic, like dressed one here. Maybe she moving around to you, buddy.
BBG is the pro boxer. I've only been boxing for like a year and a half.
Oh, Rogers.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
He's been training.
I was training a little bit in Texas for like a year or so, and then like I moved here, and then like didn't really find a gym, and then I pulled up at Duke City Underdogs.
Oh, how do you like it?
I do. It's cool. It reminds me of this little gym like I used to train in Austin.
What got that Texas swag?
Yeah. A little Texas two-step.
Bruh, hey, what? Tyson Fury, bro, got that Tyson Fury. You could tell.
Nah, I've been working on my uppercuts.
You got that tennis serve too.
Tennis serve, yeah. No, I mean tennis. I mean, like due to being tall and long arms, like when I was at the peak of my powers, I was probably reaching about 120, 125. I think I cracked 130 once, but I played in high school and college, played a couple semi-pro tournaments, and then I was like, all right, I'm done with this shit. I played for a while, but no, yeah, I've been doing boxing for about like I started training with this guy, Huracan, former pro here. Guy was like actually like world champion level apparently, but then you know he got lost in the sauce with the alcohol and the cocaine and the women and shit. But like he found God, and so like he'll text me like Bible verses and shit at like 3 a.m. every now and then. I'm like, all right, coach, we'll see you in the morning.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Locked in with coach.
Yeah. So this is what?
Dummy berries.
Gummy bears.
Dummy.
Dummy bears.
Dummy berries. The terps on that are dumb.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's
yeah.
really sweet.
Hey, yo, you gotta try
Oh yeah,
this.
that shit is sweet. You could tell.
Try this. Let me
You
smell
gotta
that.
double tap on that. On the. Here,
Oh
look
my.
at- Oh, there. Okay.
Shit.
Oh, that shit tastes good.
Pretty.
Yeah. The terps are dumb.
Shit. I think the terpiest couch lock I've had is still GMO. But
Facts.
like I feel like I just took like 8 cloves of garlic after.
Yeah, shout
after I
out
had
to
that
Galo
shit.
Gas Company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a good job over there. I really like that GMO. The GMO, yeah, I feel like the GMO's probably been the most like pungent. Like it just kind of like gets you. It's like, yo, that's some straight
Like,
garlic.
whoa, okay,
Yeah.
Got garlic cookie punch.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but the hooch for me in terms of like the effect and kind of like I will take dabs of hooch and then like stretch.
Hey, that dummy bear for sure.
Have you tried any of the farm fresh crump or rainbow sherbet?
Nah.
Would you like to?
Sure.
Yeah. So
Let me actually get my bowl and we can load up a bong shit thing too.
This has been the most
Yeah.
active episode.
Yeah, we've actually like gotten
It was really fun.
out.
Because like, you know, I like looking at how like the boxers do it. Because the boxers, they, like you said, they hold their defense a little bit
And
different.
I like
They
to
throw
keep
their-
people in, like, it's, with the boxer stance, you like to keep people in, like, a certain, like, keep them inside this box almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in jab, like, jab's everything. That's the main thing for boxers, is if you have a good jab, you could set up any other punch. Because that jab just, I used to be so, like, because my left, I'm right-handed, so my left, I'm like, I didn't want to throw jabs, like, lead with my jab, because my grandpa always told me, lead with your jab. And I was like, I don't like to because it's weak. And I remember the first time I did, boom, hit the guy and he stumbled back just off the jab. And I'm like, damn, I've been doubting myself too much. He said, just step into it. Tap. You know what I mean? And I was like, it felt weak though. I don't know, just to me.
One thing that I've picked up on is like also with the jab you can throw it up here, you can throw it down here, like to get
Yeah,
kind of.
anyway, you can
Yeah.
that's actually something I've really been working on lately. Is like literally being able to throw the jab anywhere. Like I've always thrown the jab here or here, but like you can be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? You know,
Yeah. Like it's
People
how.
are very, people when it comes to fighting are crazy though. When it comes to like, they catch your tendencies so quick. Some people are ill with that shit. Like they'll see how like, you know, like even you might know what I mean. Where like some people they'll like do a certain thing before they throw a certain punch. Like, like you know what I mean? Like I noticed like a lot of people. It's kind of easy to tell because they'll just like make it. That's how like with your stance, you're very like snappy with it. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to predict where you're gonna go. And that's the thing with fighting, that's like, you just gotta be that calm mind, you know what I mean? That's where that calm mind really comes in hand. Because if you overthink it and you're like, doubt yourself, that's why even with the punches, I was like, I can't doubt myself.
Think without thinking, speak without speaking, reach without reaching.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you even freaking like, think about that shit.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Hard.
One of my favorite sayings from my coaches is, you know, keep moving, see what's open, take what you want. If you don't know what you're gonna do, they won't either. Like literally. If you don't know what the fuck you're gonna do, they won't either. Fucking just keep fucking moving, see what's open and take what you fucking want.
Literally.
They can't read your movements if you don't give them nothing.
That's right.
That's very true. Because if you just like, hey, I don't know, I like to kind of mirror too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? When you just mirror, just hey, see what you do real quick.
Is it cool if I warm it up?
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I need to pee real quick.
Okay.
You
Ready?
guys want this back there? So you really have
Yeah.
big old blood right here.
Down, this one's fire too.
You guys will just have to sit the camera.
Alright, 5, 4, 3.
So we took a little intermission, rolled up some blunts. We rolled up some. What do we have from Farm Flourish?
I think it was the Chantilly.
That shit look
Okay.
sparkly. It look fire.
Yes. Everything is sparkly and fire. Yes, little Chantilly and I don't know what the rest was. We'll just call it sparkly and fire.
Sparkly and
That's
fire.
right. We got that sparkle and fire from Farm Flourish. That's
And
right.
Farm Flourish for sparkly and fire.
That sparkle on fire.
I'm gonna have Scuzz put that up there. Sparkly and fire.
I dig it.
Put the Glock work in, Scuzz.
Yes, the Glock work.
So you mentioned that you've got a fight coming up in March. You said.
Yeah, we're looking early March.
Hell yeah. So we're
Hey, Straight Damage, his family finna have to be there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna pull
Gotta
up.
pull up.
We'll pull up.
That
For sure.
sweet.
pull up, rocking the strain damage gear.
That's right.
So with this fight, is there anything you're doing different than you have trained for your previous fights?
You know, no,
Or
not
this
really.
is just kind of sticking to the playbook, the shit that works.
No, so like, you know, it's basically like, you know, dialing like, you know, between, the intensity. So with my last fight, I felt like I did enough.
Okay.
But there was a big room in between like enough and like the most. My first fight, I did the most. Kind of got myself hurt.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with this one, what I'm looking to do is finding that good balance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, safely, intensely, and effectively.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do some damage, but not get yourself.
So-
you get fucked up.
So you know
in
who
the
you're,
practice,
you know
yeah.
who you're fighting already?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet. We're just looking at 115 right now. Yeah, a couple promotions, so.
Guys, be
Posted.
ready.
That's right.
Fuck yeah. So if people want to stay updated, they want to like follow you on social media, where do they find you at?
Oh, that's at Lisa_the_boss_Melendez. That's right.
You heard it, Straight Damage fam. Go tap in with her.
Check it out. We fighting. Strain Damage family. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.